clearly very strategic messaging there by India at a time when you've got Trump constantly raising the fact that the India-Russia friendship is what worries him. And Mr. Trigunayat, do you also think, all right, we'll get back to him in just a bit and get you more voices also from diplomats, from experts, and what they have to say really about the messaging involved here of India reaching out, making it very clear to Russia that we still remain allies, and the partnership, the strategic partnership continues. Because as Prime Minister Modi has put there in his post, he says very clearly that India and Russia have reviewed the progress in the bilateral agenda and reaffirmed our commitment to ensuring that we further deepen the India-Russia special and privileged strategic partnership. That's the message that Prime Minister Modi has put out. Like I said, yesterday you had a conversation between Prime Minister Modi and the Brazilian President Lula, who, remember, also faces a 50% tariff from America. These are all the BRICS nations speaking to each other at a time when America has been going after each one of them. Russia, yes, of course, we know about the hostilities there. India being slapped with a 50% tariff. We've seen the same story play out with Brazil as well. And just hours ago, a message that came in from China, which welcomed Prime Minister Modi's visit to China at the end of this month. Prime Minister Modi is slated to be in China on August 31st. And many experts opine that what also led to the decision of Prime Minister Modi choosing to attend the SCO is the fact that Donald Trump continues to play this tariff game that he is, where he continues to slap tariff after tariff on India. And while we've been seeing clear attempts by America to pressure us into a trade deal, this also importantly sends across a message from India that, look, we're not going to budge. National interests come first, no matter what. Pranay Upadhyay of India Today Global is still with us. Pranay, China has already spoken out, questioning the tariffs by Trump, welcoming Prime Minister Modi to China. Brazil and India have had a conversation yesterday. Now India and Russia also having a conversation. This seems to be backfiring on Trump.
Definitely, the kind of sweeping tariffs announced by President Donald Trump and which went into effect since yesterday. This is clearly a stance which many global leaders are taking. But as far as India-Russia ties are concerned, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and this came at a time when Russian President Putin is also, slated to meet U.S. President Donald Trump. And the place is being decided. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended the invitation for the annual summit because, as you know, that the President Putin is slated to visit India, and this will be his, first India visit after the Russia-Ukraine conflict broke out. So this is significant that they both leaders expressed their satisfaction at the progress of the special privileged partnership which India and Russia shares. And also they reviewed the entire gamut of bilateral relationship during this phone call, and they discussed how to take it forward during their annual summit and in their annual engagement. And also during this phone call, Akshita, President Putin briefed Prime Minister Narendra Modi about his conversations and his stance as far as the Russia-Ukraine conflict is concerned. What are the progress and as far as India's stand is concerned, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated the fact that India has always advocated a peaceful solution of Russia-Ukraine conflict through dialogue and diplomacy.
Okay, Pranay, thanks for joining us with those details. So Prime Minister Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin have had a conversation, a telephonic conversation. This comes right after NSA Ajit Doval in Russia met with President Putin as well. And Prime Minister Modi has put out that post that you see on social media where he's referred to President Putin as his friend and said that there's been a clear conversation about enhancing the strategic partnership between India and Russia. He's also confirmed that President Putin will be coming to India sometime this year. The message is very, very clear to Donald Trump that India-Russia ties are solid, India-Russia ties will continue, and India-Russia trade will very much continue. There's no question of India bowing down before this 50% tariff threat that Trump has hoisted upon us. And that's very clear messaging from India, whether it's with the conversation that was had with the Brazilian president yesterday or the conversation that's been had now with the Russian president. We're going to continue getting you all the details that we're picking up on the conversation that Prime Minister Modi has had with the Russian president.